Hi everybody, this is Shailla and I'm here in this beautiful forest in Tasmania. And guess what? 2026 is here. Happy New Year. I'm so excited. I'm feeling so inspired. And Flowtalks is back. Yes, I'm in a zone. So let's do this. Yeah, come with me. Let's see what happens. Hi everybody, this is Shailla. And I am here in this beautiful forest in Hobart, not too far from the city. And as you can see, it's just absolutely peaceful. It's really, really peaceful. I absolutely love coming here. It's not only exercise, and exercise is good for physical health, but also for mental health. For the creative people, I find exercise very stimulating for, to be creative. And so these times when I, go for walks, that's when, all these ideas come to my mind and I feel so inspired and it all just forms together. And then I like to make notes, quickly and continue my walk, of course, and later. Ooh, tiny little flies. It's so cute. It smells like flying flowers. And then when I go to sit on a laptop, I have all my notes of whatever it is that I am working on at the time. And I've made a video at this place before. I made a couple of videos here before. I truly love this place. Hobart's very small. There's not much going on. Not that many gyms. You have to drive everywhere. So I like to come here because I can walk here. But the main inspiration to make this video today, I would like to share a special piece of advice for surviving nature. And I'm sure for whoever likes going nature, you're probably aware. But I will share anyway in case you're not aware, in case you're starting up. I've seen snakes here a few times. And now, I'm always very aware of my environment. I always pay attention everywhere I go. I think that's very important, especially in these days that everybody are just, tune off, their phones. They're just not present. And yes, I am making a video. I'm just pointing the camera where I'm going, but I am watching where I'm going. And in places like these, which are full of snakes, it's very important that you watch your ground. Always watch where you are stepping. This way you don't step on them. That's it. And yeah, for the ones who are actually not super terrified of snakes, just don't even come here. But if you're right, my advice is, oh, I love those things. My advice is simply watch where you're stepping. Really watch. Be very attentive, because I had times that they walk just there, under 2 meters from me, probably about 1 meter from me. I was very attentive, and I just abruptly stop and let the snake pass by. And there was this particular time I was talking to the locals, describe. So it was a poisonous snake. They have a lot of tiger snakes here, which is the 5th more poisonous in Australia, maybe in the world. So anywhere I go, I would advise, because I remember when I was staying in a farm in near Oregon, called Vancouver, but not Vancouver, Canada. It's near Oregon in the United States. There was a lot of snakes at night, but I would just watch the ground, so I wouldn't step on them. That's all, because if you step on them, then they will attack you. That's when they bite people, If you just leave them in peace, you'll be fine. And I think the concept of watching your surroundings is very important. It's not just in the forest about snakes, but everywhere you go. I think that people are spending way too much time on the phones. You see people driving in front of the cars, they forget they're crossing the streets. they completely, like, it's actually an epidemic. It's like we're living in a zombie epidemic, that people are literally zombies walking the streets, totally disoriented of other people, even on the path walks. You know how they walk very slowly on the phone. Oh my god, don't even get me started when they are coming out or going into a train station or bus, or they're still on the phone. It's like, come on, people trying to get in, you know, get out, go on with their lives, and they're just blocking. And I'm very curious. I always wonder, what is it that is more important for people to look in the phones than where they are going at the moment? So I started to deliberately just stare at people's screens to see what is it. And sometimes people are actually watching movies or playing video games. Like, seriously? Is a video game or movie more important than your present moment, where you are? You know, I think people really need to start living in the present moments, life, right here, right now. Life, where do I go here? I'll go this way this time. So many options. Life is so precious, and I don't understand why people these days, you know, waste their lives on their phones like zombie and are completely oblivious that they are alive. I'm sure you understand what I mean. If you are watching live, you comprehend. If you are on your phone all the time, you probably don't comprehend what I'm saying, because you totally miss. Oh, this is a bit confusing here. But and yes, I am on my phone now doing this, but as mentioned, I am looking where I'm going. I'm just pointing the camera. I'm not even looking at the screen where I'm filming, because I know that whatever I point the screen here, it's all, you know, green. It's all forest. It's just, you know, I'm in the middle of nowhere. I'm in the mountains. So, but other than that, and yeah, if I am on a new place and if I'm looking on the map for where I'm going, or a bus timetable, I will actually go to a corner, you know, out of people's way walking. I'll step in a corner and I'll literally stop and do that. Not, you know, walk and be on the phone and then unaware of my environment. You know, so many people, I don't think they even know where they're going, and they don't know anything anymore, where they're going, what they're doing. They're just letting their phone to take their lives. And it's actually very, very concerning. And I'm already a little bit, you know, censored, because I talk too much about things that, you know, politics don't want me to talk about. But the thing is, on phones, it's all, you know, everything's run by corporations. And corporations, guess what? They do not care about you. All the, you know, apps, social medias, the phone itself, everything, they are designed to keep people hooked on the phones, you know, to keep you addicted to it. The more time you spend logged in, it's better for the statistics, for the numbers. Corporations are all about numbers, and we human beings, we are just numbers for them. We are just ka-ching, ka-ching, check, 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 money, 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 you know? So corporations don't care about people, people well-being, anything, you know, and everything's designed to keep people hooked up, you know? And phones, oh my god, don't get me started on the phones. They are pushing really hard to have people to have, you know, all the AI crap on their phones. I don't want that shit in my life. I don't need it. And yeah, a lot of people will find this controversial, be like, oh, you have to embrace this and that, it's good for you. No, it's not. I don't want it. I don't. It's rubbish. I think, look at this forest. This is the most powerful thing in life, powerful nature. This is not AI. We don't need that crap. What we need is to value life, value real life experiences, value, you know, this, and value real human connection, and value real human talent. You know, AI and machine crap replacing people, that has nothing to do to making our lives better or being good for you. It's all about money and corporations getting more money. And I must make clear, I'm not those people, oh, I hate money. No, I love money. Money is awesome. I love money. I love good things, good food, good people, good places, travel, live in a pretty home, all those things. Whoever goes, oh, I don't like money, just ask, you like traveling? Yeah. Well, I guess you need money for that. I haven't met a person who doesn't like traveling. So yeah, money is awesome. So do not confuse these. I'm not some person who hates money. Money is great. We all should have lots of it, But I'm talking about corporation greed. Corporations who have, billions of dollars. They don't need any more. And yet they're sucking the lives out of people. Like, we buy things these days. And as a staff, for example, buy a phone, $1,000, $2,000. And then you have to agree to the corporation terms and conditions. Why? It's your phone. You shouldn't have to agree to that. And then software, these days, back in the day, we could buy the software and use it for as many years as we wanted. Now they want you to pay every month. Why? And people have to ask, people have to start saying no to all these things because, they have billions of dollars. They don't need to suck our blood more and more and more. It's just evil greed. I think I'll stop here because I'm gone really far and I'm getting hungry. But anyway, so people have to start using their brains and being strong and saying no and really question things. There is a new AI, a new app, whatever. Ask yourself, do I really need this? Why? And ask why. Do you need it because you actually need it, or you need it because your phone told you that you need it? And going back to the phones, I have Samsung phone, being a Samsung girl for many years. They are pretty much making all Samsung phones obsolete in Australia. Is absolutely disgraceful. And then companies, corporations and government come, oh, climate. Hey, do you think that wasting all those phones are good for the climate? Where are those phones going? And for everybody buying a new phone every 5 minutes just because the phone companies told you that you should. Why? Why? Because a phone that is 2 years, 3 years, 4 years is just as good. Then you have an extra megapixel on higher resolution your phone. Do you need that? Why? If you're a filmmaker or something, yeah, but other than that, but it's all about, just manipulating people to believe they want things that, they don't need, and they are making perfectly good things obsolete. And the stress, lucky I have a couple of phones because I manage social media for different channels. As you know, I have a book, I have, just local travel pages, and so I have different phones for those. And then I was like, okay, so they made one phone obsolete, so I jumped to the next phone, and then the contacts were not there, and then I had to, I've been so antisocial because I have to manually add the contacts, because when you try to do it through the app and the Google thing, sign in, it's just too complicated when you try to manage, actual other accounts, everything and it's like, I don't have time for this. You don't have time. So corporations have no respect for people's assets or time. It's my phone, but they say your phone is not going to work anymore unless you buy a new phone because the Australian networks will not operate on this phone anymore. And it's like a 4 years phone. And then I jump to the next phone and then they shut down that one again. And now I'm actually on the third phone. And they say they're going to shut down that again also on the 6th of January. It's a great phone, probably 3-4 years old tops. A Samsung Note, blah blah blah, lots of memory, excellent camera. And then I got this one. The camera on this one is not so fantastic. You've probably seen some of the latest videos I've been doing. It's not good, but then I have to carry these. And but yeah, they keep making. And yeah, I talk about the camera. Yeah, ironic me. But I do make lots of films and contents and stuff. But even that, I don't care about the super, the camera published today. Anyway, but The point is, question everything, get off your phone, live life. You don't have to buy everything just because your phone told you to do. You don't have to have AI in your life just because your phone told you to do. It's like you go to a restaurant, there are 20 food in the menu, 20 items. Do you need to eat all of them just because they're there? No. You don't go on life like that, having everything just because, we have to make our own choices, and people need to have their consciousness back. And the way to do that is to get off your phone, start thinking for yourself, connect to life, really see where you're going. Enjoy the life experience at this moment in the present. This is so important. Okay? Yeah, I get very passionate about this. I get fired up. This is the world we live in. Everything that everybody does affects everybody, I don't want to live in a world of zombies. And it has started. There are many zombies out there, all walking on the streets like zombies, and you can't get anything done because they're just not functioning anymore. So everything that we do affects everybody. So it's very important that all of us, and I mentioned another video, it's about community. I cannot save a country on the other side of the planet. They have to save themselves. But if we each take care of ourselves, and we have the consciousness of taking care of ourselves, of our community, as they say, love thy neighbor, that's why I say it's because your community, the people take care of each other, I always make friends with my neighbors, and because we are a community. And even when we like spending time on our own, we need a community, and connect with people. Really, really connect with people. And value community and get off the phone. Value people. Stop using those disgusting machines in supermarkets. They're taking the jobs of people. And I talk to them all the time and they say, oh, we can't stop it. Bullshit, we can. We consumers can say no to that. We have the power. We are the ones buying. And we should be able to say how we want to pay. I always go and ask, can you get a staff here? Open the till for me. I will not touch that. And I explain to that I am standing up for human jobs, for humanity, human contact, human interaction, humanity. We need to stand strong for humanity. I better carry on my walk and walk faster, but I'll stop here. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed these talks and this place, this beautiful. I'm loving just the wind, the breeze. The smell of trees, I love it. Just so good and stimulates the mind. And as you see, the mind is very stimulated. The mind is always stimulated. Have a good day, everybody. You know what to do. Share, subscribe, share the love, talk, add comments. Let's talk about this. Let's share this to people. We need to save the world. We live in this place. We need to keep it good. We need to keep it, alive, human. Okay, let's do that.